The attentive listener should have noticed that much use was made of the synonyms of the verb to look, and yet the verb to look itself was never mentioned. That doesn't seem fair, because it is certainly a verb which possesses the highest frequency of use compared with its synonyms, and so plays an important role in communication. Its role and position in relation to its synonyms is also of some importance, as it presents a kind of center of the group of synonyms, as it were holding it together. Its semantic structure is quite simple. It consists only of denotative component and has no connotations. All, or at least most, synonymic groups have a central word of this kind, whose meaning is equal to the denotation common to all the synonymic group. This word is called the dominant synonym. Here are some examples of dominant synonyms with their groups. To surprise, to astonish, to amaze, to astound. To shout, to yell, to bellow, to roar. To shine, to flash, to gleam, to glisten, to sparkle, to glitter, to shimmer, to glimmer. To tremble, to shiver, to shudder, to shake. To make, to produce, to create, to fabricate, to manufacture. Angry, furious, enraged. Fear, terror, horror. The dominant synonyms in this group are to surprise, to shout, to shine, to tremble, to make, angry, fear. Why are they called dominant synonyms? Because their characteristic feature is high frequency of usage, broad combinability, in other words, the ability to be used in combinations with various classes of words, broad general meaning, and lack of connotations. So the dominant synonym expresses a notion common to all synonyms of the group in the most general way, without contributing any additional information as to the manner, intensity, duration, or any attending feature of the referent. So any dominant synonym is a typical basic vocabulary word. Its meaning, which is broad and generalized, more or less covers the meanings of the rest of synonyms, so that it may be substituted for any of them. It seems that here, at last, the idea of interchangeability of synonyms comes into its own. And yet, each such substitution would mean an irreparable loss of the additional information supplied by connotative components of each synonym. So, using to look instead to glare, to stare, to peer, to peep, we preserve the general sense of the utterance, yes, but lose a great deal in precision, expressiveness, and color. Summing up what has been said, let us once again repeat the following characteristic features of the dominant synonym. High frequency of usage, broad combinability, in other words, ability to be used in combinations with various classes of words, broad general meaning, and lack of connotations.